Menominee County is Wisconsin's poorest county, and it is also where Kashina's Pat Gwitt calls home.
As Caitlin Corbett shows us, our next finalist has dedicated her life to making sure she gives back to that home, and most importantly, the people in it.
And I have stayed up here, and I just love the community that I volunteer in. I try to give back to the community that I'm living in.
Pat Gwitt's lifelong love for the Kashina area began almost 50 years ago. What started as a job distributing communion in the early 90s at her local church, Gwitt's role in her community started to morph into a much larger one.
The food pantry at that time was not as big as it is today. At that time, they would have bags of groceries available.
But Gwitt's mission was to help the pantry blossom into something greater. So in the early 2000s, she got to work. With the help of a few others at the parish, Gwitt started St. Michael's Food Pantry and partnered with Feeding America to make sure it stayed fully stocked, not just with food, but diapers, formula, and other essentials. Since then, Gwitt has volunteered more than 20 hours every week to keep things running smoothly, to keep mouths fed.
At the time when it first started, it might have been 10 families a month, and then it grew up to between 50 and 60 families a month.
In 2021, Gwitt and the food pantry served more than 400 families in Menominee County and the reservation with bags just like this. And while those numbers were down during the pandemic, she says she knows the need is always there.
And every family gets 2 cans of soup.
It seems no matter what I get involved in, I just love spreading the wealth that there's out there for the community. And there, even today at the stage that we're at now, there is still more that you can do for a community and do for a food pantry, but you also have to have the dedicated volunteers that can make it continue to operate at the rate it is operating.
One of those volunteers is Karen Fredericks. Fredericks nominated Gwitt as a remarkable woman. For Gwitt, though, it isn't about recognition.
She says, Karen, I don't do this for you know, to receive anything back. And I said, Pat, that's the reason you deserve it, because you do it out of the goodness of your heart, not for any kind of return.
It's about what feeds her soul.
It's just something in my heart and the desire that I see out in the community, the need for it. No matter where you live, you need to give back.
In Kashina, Caitlin Corbett, Local 5 News.
20 hours every week. Pat took some time to join us now, and then I know you're probably getting back to the food pantry. You know, so often we think of hunger affecting children, very important. But what was interesting to me, having learned your story, we've got a lot of senior citizens who are hungry out there.
Oh yes, there's senior citizens that always need food because a lot of their incomes is dependable upon their Social Security check. And with today's cost of everything, they don't have enough food. And our Hunger Task Force has boxes for anyone that is 60 years old and older. And as long as you're a resident of the county, the reservation, you are eligible to receive one of those boxes.
What is your message to families who are struggling? It's getting towards the end of the month. It is at the end of the month, and they just can't pay all the bills unless they give up some food. What would you say to them about reaching out and asking for help?
Anyone that has a family with children, come on down to the food pantry because we are more than willing to help you with food, sanitary products, diapers if you have babies, health products, laundry soaps, because we have enough of it, because we have 2 other ladies that are very helpful in writing grants and which help supplement all of our products that we're able to give out to families.
Pat, it is truly remarkable. Thank you so much for what you do. And what a remarkable night we've had, huh? What remarkable women. We are just moments away from announcing the most remarkable woman of Northeast Wisconsin right after the break.